Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimba Umar and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, data feeds still coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media platforms, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. If you're on the go, follow us right now on m.channelstv.com. We've got all our platforms and social media covered. Facebook is live as we speak. And be part of the show. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation to air your thoughts on the subject. We begin with the commitment by the United States to commence the recovery process, of course, of the Abacha loot, as it has started to dialogue with the government to return $458 million stolen from Nigeria by the former president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces Ruling Council of Nigeria. The U.S. Deputy Chief of Mission, Mr. David Young, made the remarks at a conference to mark the International Anti-Corruption Day in Abuja. Let's take a listen.
Series of efforts by the presidency to weed out corruption have been lauded. But the issue of Nigeria's inability to recover all her stolen funds is generating more concern. In a no-holds-barred dialogue at the U.S. Embassy, corruption as an enemy of development was part of discussions to mark the International Anti-Corruption Day in Nigeria.
If you have systemic corruption, you cannot fight it the way the anti-corruption agencies are fighting it now. You can't. It's not possible. You can't fight it incrementally. You use shock therapy. That's what you use. It's called big bang strategy. And you must take the most important personalities there. Something that is extremely difficult.
Human rights activist Mr. Femi Falana echoed his disappointment at the U.S. handling of the Abacha loot.
The U.S. government has filed an objection to the release of $458 million of the Abacha loan before the High Court in Jersey in the UK. The court will have released the money by now, but the U.S. government is raising an objection that the money should be given to the U.S. government. They are going to manage the money for us.
We know that the recovery of stolen assets, which are in the United States and other countries, is an important part of that effort, and we are committed to partnering with the Nigerian government moving forward. This is obviously a systemic effort that takes time. We have legal processes that we have to go through in order to recover these stolen assets, but we're committed and we are involved in dialogue with the Nigerian government and to move forward in this effort.
Several groups have also joined in the call for better coordination of the retrieval process, including the loot stashed away in Swiss banks, to recover the nation's monies and ease the impact of the recession.
Dr. Austin Uweze, a doctor and political scientist from the Department of Political Science, Pan Atlantic University, joins me on State of the Nation. As well is Mr. Femi Falana, a legal expert and a senior advocate of Nigeria, also joins me from our Abuja studios. Many thanks indeed, gentlemen, for coming on the show at this time. Let's start with you in Abuja. You have seen how this is turning out to be. Is it an understatement to say how important it is to recover the Abacha loot and indeed other loots? Is this really creating the kind of impact in line with the government's anti-corruption war?
Well, my position has always been that the federal government, or rather the Muhammadu Buhari administration, has approached the matter in a rather beggarly, apologetic manner. I mean, your money has been stolen, it's been traced. You have no business begging those who have stolen the money. We must move aggressively. I just listened to the Deputy Chief of Mission of the United States assuring us that the U.S. government and the Nigerian government will enter into negotiations, will enter into dialogue. We've gone beyond that. I am saying that the Nigerian government has filed a suit in the High Court in Jersey, in the United Kingdom, with a view to having this money sent to Nigeria, repatriated to Nigeria. The United States government has filed an objection. We're no longer talking of dialogue. All we're asking the United States government to do at this stage is to withdraw the obnoxious objection so that these funds can be released and brought to Nigeria for the development of the country.
Let me just take a moment away from you now. This, of course, is not the only looting case that has been pursued by the government, both externally and internally. We also have the Dasuki Gate, as well as other several monies that the Nigerian government is trying to recover. Austin, it's been established by the president that it is indeed a systemic problem that we have, this corruption that is facing Nigeria. Do you feel that the government's war on corruption is properly structured to address the many challenges that we're facing in trying to recover the looted funds?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, because I've often said that they need to change strategy. You can see it's not working. And the plan they have, and how they have structured it to pursue this anti-corruption thing, is like, someone chasing after a car that is doing on a top speed, and you're running after the car to catch up with the car. Corruption is like on full speed, and you're running after. It's only the president that is committed to this.